morning. Get up and dance. I hope you've been dancing if you beat me here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm glad you're here with me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's story time, you see. Oh, it's a beautiful, sunny day here in Wisconsin, and I am so glad that you are taking some time to be with me here this morning. And today's story time is all about celebrating. What color do you think we're going to celebrate today? Can you tell what I'm wearing? It's kind of dark. It's my favorite shade of this color is a darker shade, like a pine tree. That's right. You are right. We are going to celebrate the color green today. And to start off with, we are going to grow some green peas. 5 of them to be exact. So, if you got some of your energy out with dancing, I hope you can find a comfortable spot and make your fist. All right. 5 green peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. They grew, and they did not stop, till one day that pea pod just had to go pop. Let's try this one with our bodies this time. All right, so get yourselves scrouched way down. Can you scrouch way down? And then as our pea pods grow, I want you to stand and stretch. All right, are you ready? Crouch way down on your feet. 5 green pea pods in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. Keep growing. They grew and they grew and they did not stop till one day that pea pod just had to go jump and say pop, pop. That's right. 5 green pea pods in a pea pod pressed. That is a lot of pea sounds. That's something we call alliteration when we have words that have the same sound at the beginning, like pea pod pressed. It's kind of a fun way to use language. And authors use it in picture books a lot. All right. Let's rest our little pea pods back down on our bottoms, or in our chairs, or on the floor, or wherever we like to listen, because we are going to read a story called The Great Big Green. And I want you to think about, or I hope you will join me in thinking about all the things that are green in our world. And you can do some guessing with this story. Because it's great, it's big, and it's green. But what is it? The Great Big Green by Peggy Gifford, illustrated by Lisa DeSimone, and it's published by Boyd's Mills Press. The thing is green, and the green is green. Look at all those green things on our pages. What other green things can you think about? And what thing is this story about? And by green, I mean real mean green. I mean dragon green, anaconda green, electric eel green, green iguanas in the sun green. Lizards are green. I mean, this thing has got all things green. It's got green turtles in turtle green ponds, and a green tree frog on a girl's arm. Can you find the little frog on her arm? It's pretty tiny. It's hard to see. There's also one up in the tree. Do you know what the green thing is yet? It's got green grasshoppers springing from groomed green lawns, and green stink bugs, and green dragonflies. It's even got an old green door. Bugs are green. Doors can be green. And it's got more. It has dark and dangerous green. Greens you've never seen greens. Ocean floor greens. Tornado sky green. And look, this is a red light though. But down here there's a green light. It's just not shining. What other dangerous green things can you think about? Dangerous green? Tiger's eye green. Do you have green eyes? Or anyone you know? It's chock full of green things that are good for you. Eat your broccoli greens, your bunch of green grapes green, your watermelon sparkling in the sun greens. All these wonderful things we can grow and eat. Broccoli and grapes and lettuce and bananas start out as green and then they turn yellow. What are your favorite green things to eat? The thing has got it all. It's got 6 green socks in a green row and 10 green toes and green tennis balls that glow way beyond evergreen. Do you have green things that you like to wear? This thing leaves green geckos on green leaves feeling green, and green moths feeling in the green dark, and green praying mantises on their green knees. It's a great and gorgeous green. Have you guessed what this green thing is that has all of these things in it or on it? A light bright, just right, watch it grow, it says go, shade of green. And there's a green car. Do you know anyone with a green car? I don't think that's a very common color anymore for cars. Have you guessed yet? Do you need another clue? Think rolling waves of grain green. Think green vines climbing high green trees. Mountains and mountains of green. Billions of waves reaching out of dark green seas. What holds all of these green things? Do you know? All wrapped in one green ball and hung like an ornament in the sky. What a thing it must be to see the whole green thing floating by. It's true. The thing is green, except where it's blue. Had you guessed our Earth? It's the only thing that holds all of those green things, but we think of it as blue, don't we? But so much of it is green. And we need to protect that green, don't we? Because green and blue go really well together. goodness, all of those green things. And we're going to practice spelling the word green. I'm actually going to use this book. This has Green. And did you know that the song Bingo works really well with green? Do you know the song There was a dog? There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. We're going to put in our green instead. There is a color we all know. Can you guess what it is? Green, Green. Green is what that spells. The grass and leaves outside are green as they can be. Green, Green. And green is what that spells. Can you practice spelling the word green today? Sing that with each other. The grass and leaves outside are green as they can be. Green. I think maybe you could even come up with some of your own verses for that and think of things that are green that might fit into that song. All right. Our next story is Green Pants. Now, do any of you out there have a favorite color that if you could wear it all the time, you would wear it, or a favorite piece of clothing? Well, our friend in this story has a favorite pair of green pants that makes him feel amazing. And I thought this would be a fun story to share because I hope you find ways. It doesn't even have to be things that you wear, but ways that make you feel amazing. And I hope you can find some. So there's power in Jameson's green pants. This is Green Pants by Kenneth Kragle. And it's published by Candlewick Press. Here's our friend Jameson. Jameson only ever wore green pants. When he wore green pants, he could do anything. He could dunk. He could dive. He's swimming in his green pants. And he could dance. Sometimes people try to get Jameson to wear pants of a different color. But one way or another, Jameson made sure they didn't end up in his closet. What did Jameson do with his pants? Look at. One day, Jameson's cousin Armando came by with his fiancée Jo. Jo had the nicest smile Jameson had ever seen, and her eyes seemed to sparkle like the autumn sun shining upon a running river. "Hey, Jameson, we have a question for you," Armando said. "Would you like to be in our wedding?" Jo asked. "Absolutely," Jameson replied, staring deeply into her bright eyes. What might be the problem? Have you ever been in a wedding? Do you wear green pants at a wedding? The next morning, Jameson's mother said, "You know, being in a wedding is a big deal. There will be a lot of standing." "No problem," Jameson said. And you'll have to smile nicely for all the photos. No problem. And you'll have to use your best manners at dinner. No problem. And one more thing, his mother said slowly. You'll have to wear a tuxedo. Okay, Jameson nodded. No problem. Jameson, the tuxedo will be black. What? Jameson gasped. Black pants? Black? Are you sure? Yes, I'm afraid so. At the tuxedo fitting, Jameson rejected every pair of black pants that he was given to try on, but he was quite impressed with how striking his green pants looked with the rest of the tuxedo. His mother, however, remained firm. If you want to be in the wedding, you'll have to wear black pants. The day of the wedding came, and Jameson still hadn't made up his mind. I'm sorry you have to choose, his mom said, but I'm afraid you must. But how? Jameson cried. It's impossible. But all too soon it was time. Okay, Jameson, his mother said moments before the wedding began. This is it. Have you decided? No. Well, it is a tough decision, but I know you can figure it out. She kissed his forehead and went inside. Jameson sank in despair. But how do I make such a decision? Ah! Just then Jo appeared. Her hair played happily in the sunny breeze, her eyes shone like the summer stars, and her smile warmed his very soul. Hey, Jameson, I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you inside. And as quickly as she'd appeared, she was gone. Jo's soft, sweet voice lingered in the air, and in that golden moment, Jameson's choice became clear. What do you think he'll choose? The wedding began, and Jameson appeared right on cue, looking quite dashing in his tuxedo. During the ceremony, Jameson stood very still. Afterward, he posed for every picture with perfect charm and grace. At dinner, he was pleasant and courteous, and his manners were impeccable. But the moment the dance music began, what does Jameson do? Can you guess? That's right. His pair of black pants fell to the floor. And what did he have on underneath? And Jameson danced like no one has ever danced before in his green pants. The end. What makes you feel like you can do anything? Because you can. All right. We couldn't have a green story time without 5 green and speckled frogs. Did any of you know this song? Well, if you picked up a Storytime Grab and Go kit, you will find these green and speckled frogs that you can make, and you can sing this song at home. And if you weren't able to get one, check back next week, and I'll have a few extra kits of our green and speckled frogs out in case you'd like to pick one up to make some. And if you have a paper towel roll at home, if you finish a roll of paper towel, or the next time you do, keep the tube that's inside of there, because you can also make a log for your frogs to sit in using a paper towel tube and some holes. in that paper towel tube. There will be some instructions on how to do that with these kits. So, we have 5 green and speckled frogs, and there will also be a sheet that has our song on it. But maybe some of you know this one. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a mossy log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. My favorite part of this song is the sound effects. Can you help me with those? 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Nom, nom, nom. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 green speckled frog. Glub, glub. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. Dear friends, we are going to finish off with a book called Green that actually is written to a song, and I hope that we can dance our way out of story time because this is a very jivey song. It is by Amanda During, and it's illustrated by Mike Bundad, and music is by Mark Oblinger. And I am going to play the song while we go through the book. And part of your storytime kit and also on the grab and go cart right now is a green scavenger hunt. So I want you to kind of think of this as your kickoff to do your green scavenger hunt, and also to get, you can stand up and you can dance with us as we go through our green song. Good weekend to get outside. We'll see if things are getting green. You'll find green at the grocery store. Green fruits and veggies will help you dance more. Are you dancing? Green, green, green is alive. Green, green, fresh to the green, green jive. You'll find green at the middle lunch. Green is healthy, so munch, munch, munch. Green is alive. Green, green, fresh to the green, green jive. You'll find green at the zoo. Birds and lizards do the green jive too. green, green dance. It's time to get down. Green, green, growing, green is alive. Green, green, fresh to the green, green jive. Green, green, growing, green is alive. Green is great to the green, green jive. I hope you keep dancing today and enjoy the weekend that is coming. And I will see you next week for story time. And if you haven't heard the news or been checking in on our building, our new building project and how the fundraising is going on that, we've had some really, really great news, and we're on our way to our goal. We have some ways to go, but we want to keep the momentum going. So please check in with the Friends of the Ellsworth Public Library on Facebook or at their website, or check in on the library website, and we have a building project page there as well. Thank you to those of you who have been interested and supporting and are looking forward to a bigger space for our community and for all of you in a new library. Bye. Take good care, and we'll see you next week. Get out and enjoy the green. Bye.